And I do think that this is partly, I think this is probably people, not even necessarily Tommy or Tubbo, within the Brighton friend group that are going through and being like, they hear, like Tommy says like, oh yeah, you dream DM my mom. And then, you know, I don't know, somebody, like just insert British person number one is like, oh my God, he DM'd your mom. That's manipulative. Oh my God. He did that because he wanted to manipulate you, and he did it because he's convincing her to then she grounds you, and she takes away all your electronics. Like, bro, like Tommy was an adult. I DM'd his mom, who's an active Twitter user, on Twitter when she was replying to fans of mine about a situation involving me, giving her context to my opinions. That's it. It was not some crazy manipulative strategy. Like, it doesn't make any, like, and I also understand how, like, if you view me through this lens of like this horrible, terrible person, that like you'll jump through hoops to get to these like assumptions, but it's not true. It's just like, it's not based in reality. Every time I get into a phone call with somebody, I'll tell you what happens. I'll talk more specifics later. This is what happens. I've gotten on phone calls with many people, and there's one of two scenarios. Either one, they're just like 5, 6, 7 different rumors and lies that I clear up in like 1 minute, that I go, wait, what? That's not true. Here's screenshots, here's evidence, here's this, here's that. And they go, oh my God, I got lied to. Or, oh my God, I didn't know that. Or the second scenario is that whatever they're talking about publicly, I push them on it. They don't know, they don't have anything. They say nothing. And then they go, oh yeah, I mean, I may be exaggerating a little bit on like that, but I still don't like you for these other reasons. It's like, well, okay, then don't like me for those reasons. Don't make people think that you don't like me for these other horrible, nefarious, terrible reasons, or whatever. Literally, those are the only two scenarios. I've never had a call that ended any other way than those. And I'll talk more about that later. But yeah. Anyway, so to me, it's like, yeah, it's aggravating. It's aggravating. Now, there's rumors behind the scenes about everybody. By everybody, I mean everybody. Everybody. There's rumors about Tommy. There's rumors about Jack. There's rumors about Rambo. There's rumors about Tubbo. There's rumors about Skeppy. There's a whole lot of rumors. But the most normal response to when somebody hears rumors is either one, ignoring them because you don't have evidence behind them. 2, looking into them, like reaching out to the person, or whatever. And the third option, which is what they choose to take, which is the unoriginal one, is let's just talk about it publicly like it's a fact. That is what happens, right? So this is where it gets a little controversial, because my rumors are out there, guys. There's been rumors left and right. All the content creators like spreading, whether it be private business or false allegations, or just, I don't know, not talking to me for some reason. So this is Detective Dream, okay? So let's role play for a minute. Guys, I mentioned something to Tommy a very long time ago. It's actually interesting. A very long time ago, there was a situation, which I'll try and be vague on the details for, because I do not want to spark anything for this person, because they were false. These allegations that were made were false. But I would like to shed light on the handling of how it was handled. So there was rumors behind the scenes about a particular Dream SMP creator, which I will not name because they were false, and I do not want to bring anyone's name into allegation talk, but it was none of my friends. It was no one that I'm close to at all. It was just a member of the Dream SMP. These rumors spread pretty far because Tommy was going around and telling people that this person was a pedophile behind the scenes, until Wilbur, who, obviously you speak of Wilbur now, but Wilbur back then got told by Tommy. And Wilbur said, hey, have you looked into this? Have you talked to him about it? This isn't me. It's not with any of my friends. And Tommy said no. And Wilbur said, okay, well, all right. Well, we need to go talk to Dream about it so Dream can look into it, because it's his server and he doesn't want anybody like that on it. So, of course, they get in a call and Tommy's forced to tell me. And I go, oh my God, okay, I'll go look into it, right? I go look into it. I don't know, about 30 minutes later, the creator I'm talking to clears it up. The information was completely false. It was just, rumors spread behind the scenes, whatever. And we were able to confirm, trust me, you just have to take my word for it. It was completely confirmed, 100% they were false. So it's not just, this isn't just a problem that has happened only with me. This is something that is an inherent problem that some creators have, is spreading rumors without them being true or confirming that they're true. Now, I've heard many things, okay? And I brought this up to Jack because Jack said, hey, I don't want to, hey, he said, hey, there's also rumors. And I said, well, I've heard rumors. And, he brought up like rumors about, Nick, and rumors about George, and, whatever. And I go, well, Jack, I've heard rumors about you too, right? And I bring up a rumor that for Jack's sake, I guess, and for others' sake, I guess I will be very vague on, but there was a rumor that Jack, not a very faithful man. And that was something that I was like, hey, Jack, I heard this rumor. You know what I haven't done? I haven't gone publicly until now and said it and gone, hey guys, what a dickhead Jack is, because he's a cheater, right? No, I didn't. That's not what happened. And even behind the scenes, it's something that has been brought up before, but it's always, you don't know, where the sources are on, whatever. And Jack said, no, that's not true. It's not true. I can prove it's not true. It's not true. I said, okay. Cool. Do you see how interactions with rumors should generally be handled? You seek out evidence, or you don't bring it up. Now, I won't say Jack didn't provide me with any evidence. He just said, I have evidence. I didn't see anything, but I'm still going to take Jack at his word for it, mostly, just because I don't have much evidence. I have, word, but that's it. So, now, Tubbo, there's been rumors about you. There's been rumors about you, Tubbo. Now, I'm going to role play like I'm one of your friends about your rumors, okay? I'm not sure if I can say why, guys, but really, Tubbo, not a good dude. I can't give you any evidence as to why, but I've heard behind the scenes rumors that don't make him look very good. And we just leave it at that. And then if Tubbo messages me and says, Dream, what are those rumors that you heard? I'll say, I can't tell you, Tubbo. I can't tell you. I'm sorry. It's private. So I can't share it with you, because that's what has happened. And then now there's a smear and everyone talks about it and blah, blah, blah. For the record, Tubbo doesn't have any bad, terrible, horrible things. And if he did, then I would ask him about them and figure them out privately. The only thing that I've heard about Tubbo that, is, rumors is about private things that don't need to be public. So I won't make them public. Unlike people have done to me. I will spare people from having their private business shared. I think that it's important to talk about all of that conversation because of how rumors can spread and how they can be extremely harmful, especially when you already have a built up opinion. I'm gonna talk about the only other behind the scenes rumor that I know of that I had any kind of knowledge of. I'm only bringing it up to put it out there because I don't know any of the details, and I honestly, nobody could talk to me, whatever. But there was when I DM'd Ludwig after the truth video went up, and I asked him hey, are you making? I think you should make a video about this. You made a video, or I don't know if I remember before, but I guess I don't think he did actually. But I was like, I think it'd be really beneficial. I want to clear my name, whatever. And, alluded to the fact that hey, I don't want to, again, I'm not going to share any of our private messages exactly, but I think that this is important. He alluded to the fact the community is, still figuring this out. Are still conflicted about it. So I don't want to make a video. And I was I don't like that, but whatever. But he said that he still essentially had potentially a negative view of me. And I was like, well, why? What's the problem? I like Ludwig. I think Ludwig's content's great. I think Ludwig's a great guy. I think that he's done a lot of awesome stuff. And I have none of this is to expose Ludwig or anything. It's literally just, I think this is important to bring up. But I said, why? And he said, you called one of my friends a whore. And of course I said, oh, that's terrible. When did I do that? Who did I call a whore? Or what's the scenario around this, right? And he said, well, I can't tell you who, I can't tell you where, but it did happen. And he goes, it was like a joke. It was in a joking way, but you did do it. And of course I was like, oh, well, I don't make a habit of going around and, calling people whores, especially not in a derogatory way or anything like that. So I was like, well, I don't know when this could have happened. But I don't want to say you're lying. But also at the same time, I'm thinking in the back of my head, I don't think Ludwig's lying, but what if someone else is, or what if there's, I've had somebody lie spread. What if there is? And my response to Ludwig essentially was I'm going to assume that happened. I'm sorry that happened. I never want to offend anybody. That is a word that, a few years ago, that was something that I more jokingly did say, I would call Georgia whore or whatever. It was something that was in my vocabulary. And so I said it to Ludwig. I was like, it is a word that has been privately in my vocabulary occasionally. So it's probably something I should remove from my vocabulary. And so I've mostly, I don't use it in the way that I used to. But at the same time, I was like, but I've never used it in like a bad way, like a derogatory way, or a way to like it wouldn't be a reason to like hate me. Like I didn't, or not a reason to like think I'm a bad guy or something. Like I don't know the context. And he said like it was outside of like a club or something, and I was drunk and it was a joke. I was like, okay, I didn't get too much into it, but I was like, I don't know that happened. I don't know when that happened. I don't know who it would be too. And then I heard that from like multiple people behind the scenes after that fact. And I was like, I told Ludwig, I was like, I don't want to like attack this person. You think I'm like this evil guy? If this happened, I'd love to apologize. Like make this person feel better. I'm not some monster. Like I don't want to. Like obviously, like and even in your context, I was drunk and it was a joke. Like even in the context he's providing. But anyway, of course he didn't tell me, and I think that's fair. I mean, if she didn't want to be, if she didn't want like to tell him, then that's fine. But I do think that it has this disconnect where there's this behind the scenes rumor that I don't even know is true. 2, I have no way of like proving is true. 3, if it is true, I have no way of like getting apologizing or like making up for it or like making it better or moving forward from it. So it's like, no matter what, because it's this behind the scenes rumor, it's stuck. It's like stuck in this state of like Dream is bad no matter what, because I have nothing. I can't explain myself because I don't know what happened. I can't say it was a lie because I don't know when it happened, or I don't have any, no one will provide me with evidence, and I can't like move forward from it because I can't, in the case where that is something that happened, I can feel bad and apologize. I can't even make amends with the person. And so that's happened with stuff with Sapnap. That's happened with stuff with George. That's happened with a lot of creators. And it really sucks because of this whole like lack of communication. And I think that realistically, that's probably what happened. Something similar probably happened with Quackity. And I don't know, genuinely, I don't know what it is, because me and Quackity, obviously, we're good friends. I have nothing against Quackity. I love Quackity. I think Quackity's great. And then the SMP stuff happened, and then he obviously he like ghosted me essentially, and like he must have a reason for that. Like Quackity's not like some random, like he's not a fucking psychopath. So like he obviously has a reason. Like I don't know what that reason is. I'm sure he has a valid reason for doing it. But what people say publicly and they use as like they're like, oh, it's because of the allegations, because this. Like, well, no, I know that those things aren't true. So that's why I'm even more confused, right? I feel like that feels bad as well, because it's almost like our audiences being pit against each other hurt friendships behind the scenes. And the same thing I feel like has happened time and time again. I mean, like, I'll say again that if there's any questions or concerns that anybody has about behind the scenes rumors or things that you hear from other creators or, things, like, please reach out to me. Like, as a creator, reach out to me, DM me, talk to me. I'm not going to bite. I'm not going to, whatever. Like, I will be upfront with you. I'll be honest with you. I'll talk to you. I'll be reasonable about it. I'm not going to judge you for thinking something. I'm not going to, whatever. I don't want things spread privately about me, and I don't want things spread, I think lies spread about anybody. And I think that it's really important, like, as a community, like, honestly, I think that this is just like getting everything out there. Like, look, here's all this shit. It's all out there. I think that it's just, it sucks from a creator standpoint, but it also does suck from like a human standpoint, from like a friend standpoint, to have stuff like this happen.